There was a time when Zelda Williams was known simply as the daughter of comedy legend Robin Williams. But this young star has established herself apart from her father's legacy. While she may have inherited his talent, she's definitely putting her own spin on it. Besides being a successful actress, Williams also advocates for mental health and carries on her dad's charity work. She may have gotten her start as an adorable Hollywood mini-me, but Zelda Williams has grown up to be absolutely gorgeous. Growing up on set. Being the daughter of one of the most celebrated actors of all time, it's no surprise that Williams would later go on to become an actress herself. She told Smashing Interviews, "I got to be on sets where there were no green screens. Mermaids were actually models that were sitting in a pool with mermaid tails on. When you're a child, that's the most amazing thing because you're literally seeing and being able to touch these incredible, fantastical stories that otherwise you'd only get to read." The Legend of Zelda. Williams doesn't mind that her older brother Zach originally suggested the name Zelda for her after the star of the Legend of Zelda games. Her parents, being fans of the franchise, also like the name.
I became a hero.
Dad.
I saved your kingdom.
Dad.
Yes, Zelda?
Are you mixing me up with the princess again?
Williams told MCV, "I think it is fantastic, and it makes me laugh that it was a whole family decision. It could have ended up a lot worse." Williams has even capitalized on her name to raise money for a good cause. In 2017, she played in a live-stream marathon of The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, for 8 hours to raise money for the Brain and Behavior Institute, an organization which focuses on mental health research. The acting bug. Williams knew when she was 10 that she wanted to act, but her parents insisted that she finish high school before pursuing it full-time. She told Backstage, "I'm grateful my parents said, 'Absolutely no way,' and staved off my curiosity and interest. But once Williams was old enough, her parents were on board with her future in the biz." She took her dad's professional advice, telling Smashing Interviews, "He said for me to be early to set and the last person to leave if I have to, even if you're having a really hard day and everything is falling apart. He said that it's an actor's place to not become part of that problem. You have to step back and find help or offer to help and make people happy if you can." Playing the part. One of Williams' standout roles is that of transgender man Drew Reeves in the horror drama Dead of Summer. But Williams almost didn't take the role. She told Backstage, "I went in for my first audition. I said, politically speaking, I'm not sure you're doing the right thing by auditioning cisgender actresses." But producers had good reason for their choice. The show features flashbacks, which shows Drew presenting as both male and female. Williams said, "That is a difficult thing to ask of someone who is transgender and so proudly transitioning, to put on prosthetics and go backward. I understand why they considered me." Honoring her dad's legacy. Generations of fans felt the impact of Robin Williams' death in 2014, but that was only a fraction of the devastating loss endured by his family. On the second anniversary of her father's death, Williams encouraged her Twitter followers to honor her dad by supporting his favorite charities, including the Reeve Foundation and the Challenged Athletes Foundation. That same year, in continued support of charities that champion her father's causes, she helped Freedom Service Dogs, an organization that rescues and trains dogs to become service animals. She wrote to her dad, "Thought you'd get a kick out of furry four-legged friends helping change the world, one warrior in need at a time." Prioritizing her mental health. Williams has struggled with depression, like her father, but she's been open about her experiences, telling Teen Vogue, "I think people are finally aware of mental health in a much more visceral way." The actress prioritizes wellness by pouring her energy into her work, saying, "I'm writing and directing and just keeping busy, which is nice. Probably the most important thing in terms of just trying to navigate is staying busy." The best advice. Williams told Refinery29 that she's had many wonderful mentors who have guided her throughout her career. Claiming that as an actress she's been tough to cast, she said screenwriter and Doctor Strange director Scott Derrickson encouraged her to craft her own parts. She shared, "He said there's no reason why you have to wait for permission. You can write more complicated women. The difference is, you're complex, and very few characters are." That advice stuck with Williams and has inspired her writing, work which she is passionate about. She says, "It's like meditation for me.